6 weather is brought to you by Wilcox Furniture. Great furniture delivered fast and guaranteed low prices. Now, the most accurate forecast in South Texas with meteorologist Juan Acuna.
Hi everyone, welcome back. This is the Wilcox Furniture Forecast, and I hope you've had a great weekend. Lots of festivities going on. Saturday was not a bad day, but as I mentioned earlier, there was a ton of wind, and it was certainly a bit of a nuisance out there. This afternoon, a completely different story. We still have plenty of sunshine, but there is less wind across the coastal bend. That is what's the good news there. We have mainly clear conditions, and it's also dry. Our dew points are holding on to the 40s across the region and temperatures in the lower 70s, so still very below normal for this time of year as we hold on to somewhat of a northerly wind, a little bit more of a westerly wind here in town, but overall we still hold on to that northerly component. Still pretty light, only going to about 6 to 12 miles an hour across the entire coastal bend. In fact, out in Rockport, out to Port Aransas, the winds are almost dead silent out there at this point. But if you have evening plans for tonight, perhaps going for a jog or going to grab some dinner with the family, looks pretty nice. May require a light jacket if you are sensitive to the cool weather. But by 10 o'clock, we'll be into the middle 60s, middle to upper 60s with those south-southeasterly winds beginning to take back over and only going to about 5 to 10 miles an hour. And early in the morning, we'll be on our way to the middle 50s. South-southeasterly winds will stay fairly light, below 10 miles an hour there. So we'll look for the mid to lower 60s right near the coastline. But our inland areas going from George West off to Freer, San Diego, Alice, even the folks up in Orange Grove and into Sandia as well, we'll look for the lower 50s and about 53 from Robstown all the way down into Kingsville near Bishop and Agua Dulce as well. Satellite radar composite shows high pressure in place at this point right now. We do have deepening low pressure up to the north of us, so that always means that our winds are going to come back and really tighten up here. But the reason why they're light right now is because high pressure is right on top of us. That's going to start to move off to the east, and as it does so, we're going to get return flow off of the Gulf of Mexico. That means a little bit more cloud coverage as we go farther into each day, going on into Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. But it also means the humidity is going to be increasing as well. One storm system that brought all the damaging effects of some tornadoes and severe weather off in East Texas and even parts of the southeastern half of the United States still charging along towards the east coast and bringing some snowfall up in the Great Lakes and still holding on to some severe weather off in Florida, off near the Carolinas as well, pushing up into the New England states. And there's another one that's going to be replacing that. This one has a similar strength to it, and we could still see around some severe weather up in the central and northern parts of the state as we go towards the end of the week. Once again, we're going to be on the tail end of this activity, but as this storm system continues to track on down to the south, that's when we're going to get our pressure gradient to tighten up, and again, we'll be looking at windy conditions here. So let's look at it on the future tracker. There goes high pressure off to the east. It's going to get windy here. Notice all those lines, they start to get a little bit tightened up, and again, that's what leads to windy conditions. And then there comes that Gulf moisture right over us, so the humidity will start to increase. We'll start to notice a little bit more cloud coverage as we go into tomorrow afternoon and even on into Wednesday as well. This is showing a little bit of rainfall here as we go on into Wednesday, but I don't think we'll see a whole lot. Most of it should remain up to the north. There comes that surface frontal boundary associated with everything. A couple of little thunder showers in the coastal bend early Thursday morning. Most of it should remain around Houston and near the Victoria Crossroads. But as we go into Thursday afternoon and on into Friday, we'll start to be clearing out over the area. So 54 in the morning, 77 in the noon time frame, increasing winds by 5 o'clock, and we'll be looking for the mid-80s for the inland areas. And again, the next several days, not only Monday, but Tuesday, Wednesday, on into Thursday as well, those winds are going to be elevated 15 to 25 miles an hour. NEC Co-op Energy 7-day forecast, 81 on Monday, 82 on Tuesday, more humidity through the middle of the week. There comes the front, 83 on Thursday, 85 on Good Friday. All the way to Easter, the winds increase again. We'll look for partly cloudy skies and highs in the middle 80s. Stay with us. Jeff Dubroff is coming up next with sports.